There's a moment in every man's life when everything falls apart. Your plans collapse. Your relationships break. Your bank account dries up. Your confidence disappears. And you look around and realize you're standing in the ruins of the life you thought you were building. It feels humiliating. It feels unfair. It feels like you've failed. But here's the truth most men never understand. Hitting zero is not the end. It's the beginning. Because zero strips you down to who you really are. It takes away the distractions, the comfort, the fake confidence, the excuses, the people who were only there when things looked good. Zero exposes you. Zero humbles you. Zero forces you to face the man you've been avoiding. Most men run from this moment. They drown in it. They panic. They cling to the past. They numb themselves, hoping the pain will magically disappear. But the men who rise, the ones who rebuild, the ones who become something new, something stronger, something unrecognizable. They understand that hitting zero is the greatest gift life can give you. Because zero is a clean slate. Zero is clarity. Zero is possibility. Zero is the moment you stop pretending and start building the life you were meant to live, not the life you drifted into. This video isn't about feeling sorry for yourself. It's about the mindset shift that turns rock bottom into a launching pad. It's about the identity change that rebuilds a man from the ground up. It's about becoming someone who doesn't fear losing everything, because he knows he can rebuild it all again. Let's get into it. When your life collapses, the first thing you feel is panic. But what's actually happening is far deeper. Losing everything forces you to confront the truth you've been avoiding, the routines that weren't working, the people who were draining you, the habits that were quietly killing your potential. Hitting zero shines a light on every weakness you've been hiding behind momentum. It also exposes the people around you. When you're winning, everyone claims loyalty. When you're losing, silence reveals who was only there for the benefits. Zero clears your environment for you, brutally but accurately. And most importantly, zero breaks your ego. It strips away the illusion of, I've got time, I'm trying, or I'm doing my best. When there's nothing left to hide behind, the truth hits you clean. Either you rebuild, or you stay exactly where you are. It's the only moment in life where you see yourself clearly, and clarity is the foundation of every comeback. Once you've hit zero, the rebuild begins with one decision. You stop living like the man who lost everything and start acting like the man who's about to rise. Rebuilding your life isn't about doing 10 things perfectly. It's about doing a few things relentlessly. You need structure, not motivation. You need order, not inspiration. And you need a daily system that doesn't depend on how you feel. Start with your environment. Clean your space. Fix what's broken. Remove anything that pulls you back into old habits. A chaotic environment creates a chaotic mind. A clean one gives you control. Then rebuild your identity through discipline. Create 2 or 3 non-negotiables that you follow every single day. Training, reading, planning, silence, whatever forces you to become consistent again. Small daily wins rebuild self-respect faster than any big achievement. Next, simplify your focus. When you're climbing out of rock bottom, distractions become deadly. Cut off the people who drain you, reduce the habits that numb you, and stop giving your attention to things that don't build your future. You don't need a million opportunities. You need one direction and the discipline to stick to it. Rebuilding from zero is about momentum. You stack small steps until they turn into a new version of you. A version with discipline, clarity, and something to lose again. That's when the comeback truly begins. Once the foundation is rebuilt, the goal isn't just to get your old life back. It's to become a man who would never return to who he was before everything collapsed. This is where you shift from survival to evolution. You upgrade your standards. You stop tolerating low-effort connections. You stop settling for environments that keep you small. You stop entertaining habits that drain your momentum. Rock bottom taught you what happens when you live without intention. Now you build a life designed with precision. You upgrade your circle. When you're rebuilding, the wrong people slow everything down. Surround yourself with those who move with purpose, discipline, and ambition. The energy you're around either fuels your growth or kills it. You upgrade your identity. You're no longer the man who tries. You're the man who executes. You're no longer the man who waits for motivation. You're the man who builds momentum. When life hits again, and it will, you'll be ready, because you're no longer fragile. And finally, you create a future rooted in strength, not fear. You don't rebuild just to survive. You rebuild so that even if the world collapses again, you won't. You'll have the discipline, the clarity, and the self-respect to rebuild as many times as life demands. This is how a man becomes unrecognizable, not by what he gains, but by who he refuses to be ever again. Rebuilding your life from zero isn't about proving anything to the people who left. It's about proving something to the man staring back at you in the mirror. If you're at rock bottom right now, good. This is where the real version of you gets built. Not the version shaped by comfort, but the version shaped by discipline, clarity, and pressure. Remember this: the man you become next is entirely in your hands. Your habits, your standards, your environment, your decisions. That's the blueprint for your comeback. And if you're ready to rise, if you're done living as the past version of yourself, then you belong here. This channel is built for men who rebuild, not complain. Men who evolve, not collapse. Men who choose strength over excuses. So if this message hit you, do your part. Like the video, drop a comment, and subscribe. Not for me, but to keep your mind in the environment that's pushing you forward. Now go build the man you were supposed to be. Your comeback starts today.